I said nothing. I've said nothing.
Hey, YouTube.
Said not a fucking word. Hey, babies.
Words have not been spoken.
Just fill me with barbecue sauce. I'm done, dude.
Welcome to Truck Beers.
Welcome to Truck Beers. We're here. For queer. Get
Fill
used
you with
to it.
barbecue sauce. I'm done. That's a new one.
It's off Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh yeah,
It
okay.
had the Dr. Weird stuff.
Yeah,
He's
that
like,
checks out.
his like guy that he worked with was like, fill me with barbecue sauce because I'm dumb as hell.
Nice.
Yeah, I've just retained that for
Random-
25 years.
Random little bit of knowledge.
Yeah. So, did you have a good Memorial Day, guys? We're live. My brother might be joining the chat, so prepare yourself. I don't like our Memorial Day. It kind of sucked this year because, like, I thought I was gonna get sucked in a tornado first thing Monday morning.
It was gnarly.
No, it was terrifying. My phone went off like an Amber Alert, and I woke me up, and I went to sleep like Monday morning at 2 a.m. Like I was watching nothing.
Right before it stormed.
Well, I was watching like Quentin Tarantino movies, and I just got sucked into it, and I
Yeah.
couldn't stop. Then my phone goes off like an Amber Alert, and I like look at my phone, and like I was like, "There's a child missing." I don't like that there's Amber Alerts, but I read them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Like I'm gonna be some kind of hero or something.
So
So I thought the kid's name was Tornado. I was like, that's a fucking wild
It's
name.
Nick Cade.
Yeah, it's tornado sauce. I gotta go save him. But like, yeah, it's apparently there was a tornado warning. That means there's a tornado in the area,
Right.
which is kind of, I don't know. To me, tornado watch would be like, hey, look out, tornado.
Yeah, watch out. There's
Yeah.
a tornado.
They need to figure out.
They need to fix that.
Yeah.
It's opposite.
They need to be like tornado time, you know, and like
Yeah.
tornado time. Oots, oots, oots. Like fuck, we're gonna take cover.
Everybody look out!
Or it's like a tornado's being a little bitch right now. You're like, where you at?
The tornado going, helicopter.
Yeah, that was a good Indian impression. You're gonna get us thrown off YouTube.
Well, it was fun, guys.
That's great. It's great while it lasted. Thank you, McCade, for ruining everything. Helicopter, helicopter. Okay. So, yeah, I woke up. I kind of was trying to wait out the storm. I didn't know if I had to get in my car or not.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I live in a camper, and like the walls are like fucking 5/8 thick.
Yeah.
So like, if something was to like happen, it'd be it. That'd be all she wrote.
Like a good limb in the wind in the right direction is going completely through your house.
It's hailed before, and like I thought it was gonna like go through my house. Like I thought my house was gonna look like Swiss cheese. So that was really neat. Means grab your beers and go outside. Do you think booty is more important than water in prison? There's a lot of booty in prison. I don't know, but
I feel like it's probably easier to get there.
yeah. I'm gonna if I ever have to go to prison, I'm gonna like get thrown into solitary confinement the entire time. Every time they let me
Yeah.
out of the door, I'm gonna bite someone's nose off.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna, oh, that's an old nose biter.
Yeah, oh, look at that. Look out there, that crazy white boy.
Yeah. Monday sucked. I was looking forward to like, cause I was gonna go do stuff. Like,
We were supposed to go golfing.
yeah, that's right. I was trying to think like, what was I supposed to go do? We could have.
We could have, but the forecast lied.
Yeah. Would have been cart path only, and
That's fine.
yeah.
Not at Alpine. They don't care.
No, we fucking do.
They barely
donuts.
have a cart path anyway in half the holes.
They barely have a cart path. Yes, that's very true. Also, said it 100 times. Thank you for Saturday. That was real fun. I like sweating real hard and working on stupid breaks.
Sunday. Was that Sunday or
It's
Saturday?
Saturday. I think
I don't know. It's not important.
it's one of those days. It was Saturday. I had my kids.
It was Saturday. That's right.
Yeah.
No, that was fun. That was a good time.
Yeah, because Sunday I was hungover. Really bad.
Oh yeah, because you went to the
Yeah.
housewarming party or birthday party
Birthday.
on Saturday night. Yeah.
Well, I went to Greenside and hung out with Zach, Zach, a guy named Clint. He plays music. A couple other people. Zach and Erica were out celebrating their anniversary, so they just sat with us
Nice.
and watched a guy named Jerry Lee from Shreveport.
Those
Absolutely,
dudes were good.
Dude.
I saw the videos you posted.
he had a Kermit the Frog. Like it was Kermit the Frog in the big oversized suit from the Talking Heads video,
Yeah.
or the live footage,
Yeah.
and it was talking about how did I get here, burning down the house,
Right.
And then he covered a Talking Head song. I don't know, and I still don't know how he did it. Like he was playing all the weird like parts and singing, and I was like, "You're a bad dude."
Yeah.
And I looked at all their gear. They're really cool guys, all of them. The drummer has has like an extra warehouse filled with drum stuff. He's been collecting for like 65 years.
Wow.
The drum set he was using that night was probably the coolest drum set I've ever seen in my life, and it was made in like the 20s.
Holy crap.
So it was really neat. It's really neat just talking gear with people that I barely. It's crazy, like that shit will just pull you in.
It will. And
Like-
it's easy to talk about too. Like
Yeah,
you don't have to figure out what you have in common because that's already there.
yeah,
You already know.
right. Well, and like this was a fresh idea that we were having about building a volume pedal, and I was like kind of telling them my idea, and they're like, "Dude, that would be so cool." And I was like, because that's when I came up with the idea about the skateboard wheel. I
Yeah.
wanted to put a skateboard wheel in
I
it.
think it will work.
I think it worked. I think I'm gonna
It's
try.
a really simple circuit. If you can build it, I can wire it.
I'm gonna go to Munt and buy a pot.
I have a whole bunch.
Oh, that's right.
We just need to figure out the right. I need to make sure that the ones that I have are the right impedance. But I'm sure that's a pretty. Well, here, look.
We have Googs.
Pardon me while I Google.
Pardon me while I Google this, guys. Yeah, you helped me put my brakes on the Tahoe, which was great. Super awesome. It's like they designed it to piss you off as mad. If y'all don't know, which this is only for the select people that have a 2003 Chevy Tahoe. The back is a 18 millimeter bolt head. That's how you take off the thing. The front is a T55, and I don't know why. That was a really stupid thing for them to do. So
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I'm gonna jot that down in my journal of bullshit.
Things to never do again.
Yes, I'll do it again. I'm gonna just keep that car forever.
Well, I mean, and now that we have the
The know-how.
appropriate toolage and knowing better,
Yeah,
super easy.
yeah. I just hated how hot it was. That was miserable. It wasn't hot. It was just swampy.
It was so humid.
Yeah,
It was ridiculously humid.
you got to see the water show.
You were damp.
It's every fucking day. There's probably something really wrong with me. Like, there's no reason for me to sweat that much. But
No reason.
I'm guaranteed my descendants are like they lived in ice houses. Did you find anything?
Yeah, it's kind of like there's not a standard.
I bet it's just whatever you want to do, huh? I don't know. Big Daddy Mike. What a wild name.
Big Daddy Mike. Oh,
That's just like a. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to be called Big Daddy anything. Barely called Dad by my own kids.
yeah. I think Saturday was fun. It was cool. Our kids hung out and absolutely destroyed my house.
Yeah.
Dad, can Bubba have ice cream? You can have one.
So, Saturday at the birthday party, had a really good time. We just did group karaoke, and we sang nothing but 90 songs.
That's cool.
So like that was really cool. We did "Killing in the Name of," and you would have thought it was like a concert, like mosh pit in that little room that smelled like weed and stale beer. It was really great.
Were you in a college dorm room?
Basically, yeah. It's just a lot of people. I gave my number to a girl that I don't remember really doing.
That's fun.
Slept on their couch. Did a wise choice.
Smart, yes.
Yeah. Went outside to leave at one point, and like a Longview PD like went past me and just stopped. at the intersection,
Yeah.
waiting for me to get in the car, and I was like, not today, idiots. So I just went back and slept in their house like a loser. Matt sucked into how to build a volume pedal.
Huh. It looks like you can do it without power.
How? Just runs off phantom power off the guitar?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's probably only if your guitar's active.
Oh, well then, I'll be playing most of that telly mostly. Just running out of all.
Passive effects loop guitar attenuator.
Yeah.
The good news is, like, this is something that we could mock up before we put it together.
Before it burns.
And just to
everything.
plug the guitar in, like put it in your chain,
Yeah.
and just turn the pot by hand and see, oh, this works, this doesn't work, and then if
Yeah.
it works,
And then you could figure out how to
case it out.
turn it down.
Let me go get that box and see if I got one. I'll be right back.
BRB, BFF. How many people are in the chat? 4? All right. How's everyone doing tonight?
Okay, buddy.
Did y'all know you can save up to $46 on YouTube TV?
Huh?
And you can skip the long-term TV contracts and cancel anytime. So that's neat. If you didn't know that. Oh, also check out these sweet Miller Lights. They're gold. That's ridiculous. I feel like royalty. I feel like a real proper prince.
I'm looking at something.
I was telling them about the beer.
That's such a
being
cool
gold.
can.
I feel like a fancy boy drinking them.
I have the right size.
Shit. Do you think we'll have this podcast released before tomorrow?
Probably.
I was going to tell. There's a crazy show happening at Ollie's on a Thursday night.
Wild decision.
It's a wild choice, but I'm going to work it. I'm just gonna take the lump,
Yeah.
Just be sleepy on Friday. I do it anyway.
So design your casing around that.
God, you can do whatever you want.
And I have like the little nuts and the washers and stuff to mount it. Also,
So you could fucking
you just have to keep this part stationary.
yeah. And this would have to have some kind of fitting.
Right. But if you were going to use the skateboard wheel, you could just get a bearing or a bushing or something that fits in the bearing that's already in the skateboard wheel and fits
And
that
just
shaft.
fit it into that shaft.
A little undersized, use the knurling on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Like, or,
That's a 100K pot.
or like, find one of these knobbies
Yeah.
that fits in something, whatever.
Huh.
We have options.
The thing is, a skateboard wheel, I'd only have like a 90% turn. That'd be fine.
Why?
It can only go so far before it's on and off. So you'd be like on, off, on,
Yeah.
off. So your wheel would only,
Yeah.
yeah.
But with it being a 100K pot,
Little movements
A
will be a
little
lot.
bit's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I want to be
all
able.
you're going to do really is off and on with it, though. You're not going to.
Well, I want to do like the, but I could do it with that.
But yeah, take that with you so you can figure out your case. I've got 2 or 3 of them.
Shit.
I'll get some 1/4-inch jacks and we'll rock and roll.
Rocking, cocking holes. Yeah. I was going to work Tuesday morning,
Unfortunately, we did have to do that.
and for some reason the song Black by Pearl Jam, I
Okay.
made a stupid video about it, but the song Black by Pearl Jam was like on my Spotify playlist. I've never added it.
Right?
I've never done anything. And I listened to it and like started like tearing up. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? And like it all dawned on me. That's why I made a video, because it's funny. It's like, is this what happens just one day? You're like, I'm a divorced dad in the Middle Ages.
I'm
And,
sad now.
yeah, no, it's like, I just fucking love Pearl Jam. I love
okay.
divorced dad rock.
So, like, I don't have a problem with Pearl Jam.
I've always been like, yeah, Pearl Jam, whatever, cool.
I can't stand his voice. Like their music's solid, great.
No,
Love it.
no,
I
the
can't get-
fucking, I get it. Like old Eddie Vedder, like I get it. The song Black, like what he's singing about and
Yeah.
how he's singing about
Yeah.
it. Ah, it was just a weird thing. I need help, man. I make bad choices. And I'm
Yeah.
making them really bad here ones lately.
You just had a few bad days.
It's getting, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow's great. Hopefully Thursday we'll just fucking and just
Wee.
go back to it. I know me and the boy are going camping one night this weekend. His birthday party's Saturday.
Nice.
You got an invite to that, right?
Nope.
The ex said she sent you something. What's at Lake Glade Water Saturday?
Okay.
I'll send you.
Yeah.
Send you. She said she sent you something, and I was like, okay, cool.
I don't think so, but I'll check.
Yeah,
Send it to me on Facebook, probably.
probably.
I'll check. I don't think so, but I'll check.
But yeah, he's having a birthday party. You don't have to get him anything. Just come hang out. And swim.
What time?
Good question. Let me tell the entire world when my son's birthday party is.
Just shoot me a text later. I'll have to.
Here
I don't have the kids this weekend, but I'll get them for the birthday party.
we go. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
He's excited. He's more excited about like camping. And I'm like, cool, it's gonna be hot. And we're gonna sweat real bad.
Is it supposed to be nasty this weekend?
Highs are like mid 80s,
That's not bad.
but the lows are fucking mid 70s. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be humid.
yeah, it's gonna be swampy. Which is fine. We'll just do it. We'll suffer through it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, fucking come to my house. It's camping every night.
Yeah, I live in a camper.
I live in a camper, so
It's literally called a camper.
yeah. It sounds like a war zone when a storm's coming in. Like it is crazy.
I bet, dude.
Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah, you were starting to say something about hail. I can imagine that hail in that thing is terrifying.
It's the word. Well, in the bathroom, there's this like clear plastic cover that goes over my exhaust fan.
Yeah,
And it sounds like
absorbs all the impact.
it sounds like the tightest military snare, and someone's like, "Ta, ta, 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 ta." It's like,
We're all gonna die.
yeah. The kids are with me one.
Can't be too much food because that was possible.
Yeah.
What a monster, dude.
I told you what he did Saturday evening.
Tell the world, because I think they all need to know. It's pretty sweet.
So he's 6, going on 7. He's been successfully using the restroom all by himself for at least 2 years.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
yeah, most days. So we're hanging out Saturday evening watching TV. He's like, "Dad, I go to the bathroom." All right, cool. So I don't get up and worry about it because he doesn't need my help anymore. Well, he comes back in the bedroom, I don't know, 10 minutes later,
hmm
pants at his ankles. "Dad, I topped up the toilet. The bathroom's flooded." And so I'm like, "Oh no, okay."
Yeah, I'm listening. I'll open it for him.
So I open the bathroom door, and there's like a 1/4 inch of standing water on the entire floor in the bathroom.
What a monster.
The only thing keeping it from running into the hall was the carpet. Like it was,
Kids are-
it was like, then the carpet was starting to soak it up. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Spent like 30 minutes cleaning it up, cleaning him up, and of course it's poop water.
Yeah, yeah. It's shit.
So I had to mop it, bleach it.
Fucking cleaning up shit stew.
I
all
was
over.
like, "What?" And he used an entire roll
yeah,
of toilet paper. I
Yeah.
know this because that morning
it was brand new.
it was a brand new roll, and there was an empty cardboard roll bobbing in the water on the floor. And I was like, "I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have an aneurysm." I could feel my chest getting tight because my blood pressure was
It's
going
good
up.
that you don't wear those like Apple watches that like record
It would
your
have
heart.
called 911.
It's like, hey,
for
you
me.
gotta get this dude
This
figured
dude's
out.
dying right now. Come get him.
My favorite story about the Apple watches. We have a friend that took a weed square,
Mm.
chocolate square,
Mm-hmm.
and he like was fine. So he said, he's like, well, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then he woke up to his watch saying your heart rate is way too high, and he was like, oh my god, and his wife was like, you're having a heart attack, and he's
Oh yeah.
and he's like, I don't feel bad. So he got rushed to the ER and like, what did you do, sir? He's like, I just ate a weed gummy or weed.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, you feeling? He's like, yeah, I'm so high, I'm scared right now, and like,
Higher than pterodactyl pussy.
yeah, and that's just funny. And he's like, I never touched it ever since then.
No, yeah, he's never
Mm-mm.
ever again.
Yeah.
And he was like, he dabbled.
Semi dabbler, yeah.
But it was like, nope.
Yeah, he had that one event. That was a canon event in his life. It's pretty wild. We're still writing songs. Chad came up with a song that fucking broke our
I
brain.
don't like it. It hurt my brain. It made the worms in my brain mad.
It was wild. I don't.
It was really cool, but
Also, fucking, if you get a drummer,
that's like, I'm gonna play guitar now.
I'm gonna figure something out. God,
I don't even know what. Did we ever figure out what the time signature was? Like 10-6 or something like that?
it's 10-4.
10-4. Yeah.
10-4, good buddy.
Which would be,
5-2.
yeah, 5-2. You know, fractions.
But it's the notes
Yeah,
which make
it's
it
just,
just stupid, man.
It hurt my brain.
Oh, your boys are going to go see fucking Emery in a Cities Burns in September.
Yep.
Pretty stoked about that. I think Chad is coming to that.
Oh, good.
He said he's buying a ticket. He had to buy some other shit. But he said I'll buy a ticket.
So it's Emery, As Cities Burn,
Good
Classic
Terms
Crimes.
or good. What's
Yeah.
that band called? Good Terms.
Good Terms. Classic Crimes and or the Classic Crime and Good Terms.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun show.
It's gonna be a wild show.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Me too.
I'm like,
I finally get to knock another band off my bucket list.
I've seen Emery a couple of times, and I've seen A Cities Burns a couple of times, but I've never seen A Cities Burns play this album that they're playing, which is so cool. Like, I'm so excited. And
Well, you said that they've never
never
really played this album, right?
they've never played it live, really. They played a couple songs off of it, but they've never played the entire album like this.
I think that's one of the cool things about this, I don't know, emo revolution, if you want to call it. All these old bands that are coming
Yeah.
back and doing stuff,
Yeah,
is they're like, we're just going to play this album front to back.
they can make a killing doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck. If Adam Lazara could like figure out his drug addiction and learn how to sing, and he's like, we're gonna cover a decade under the influence.
We would play the whole album.
We'll play the whole album just as it is.
Yeah.
Oh, they could
It's-
sell
I'm-
out stadiums.
I am so... That's a band that makes me so mad.
It sucks,
Because they're
man.
so good on the recordings. But I've talked to people that have seen them a long time ago.
He's
And
been a
they've-
weird.
They've never been great live. And
No,
so they put on
well,
a great
no, the
they put on a good show.
the musicians have always been good live.
Yeah.
Adam's always
He's just
been.
he's too worried about being a front man and not singing the songs.
Well, he'd like fucking the microphone's not facing him, and it's just like.
Sir, that is a directional microphone. It has to be pointed in the direction of your
But
mouth.
here lately, he's got he did that Rockville show in
Yeah.
Florida, and it is atrocious.
I saw clips from that. Yeah,
It's
it was-
atrocious.
That's how he was in Vegas. And in Dallas, when I saw him a couple summers ago in Dallas. It was the same thing.
That's so terrible.
I was like, this is disappointing.
Well, I saw him on like when Louder Now came out, that album. We went and saw him.
Yeah.
And he was great.
Was that when Frank was with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank and Fred.
Fred, that's what I meant.
Fred,
Fred
yeah.
Maraschino.
I thought the big Mexican guy was named. He's not Frank.
I don't know. He's not in the band anymore.
No one is. It's just Adam and
No, it's the original lineup again, except for the guitar player.
except for Fred.
Well, Fred wasn't an original member,
No.
but
No.
it's Adam Lazara. I can't remember the other guitar player's name, but he's the one that him and his sister did Straight Light Run.
Yeah.
Like he's
That's
back in
right.
the band. The drum, I think their bass player might be new now too,
Yeah.
but it's their original drummer.
The original bass player used to be this like real short guy,
Bob dude.
and he used to rip.
Yeah, Will Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in 10 years we can go on a tour for our first album we cut. It's cool, man. I've been saying it privately and everything like that. This band is coming together.
It's great.
It's coming together in a really cool way. Like, And it's always like I hate being a musician that has no like notoriety. I hate being in a band that's I love it, but like it's also like oh we're doing really. It's like that big thing's
Everybody's
coming.
like, there was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, but like out of all the years I've played music, this is my favorite shit.
I mean, I've been letting people listen to the videos that we've been doing at practice, and everybody's like, that's
it fucking jams.
fucking cool.
And like
And we don't even have a singer.
no, not yet. We're looking for one. If you are we're actually looking for a girl singer because sex sells and
Well, I
no,
think,
no,
it does, but I think it fits the.
It fits the music,
tone,
yeah.
you know.
and like I think it would be cool to have that perspective with this music.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing sadder than a jaded woman.
Sadder or angrier.
Yeah.
You can be sad, angry.
When I write songs about being sad, it's just like I'm drunk and then,
This old white guy like, yelling at the clouds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it now. It's just I don't know. The music is coming together. I like me personally, I've been fucking just pouring out riffs and things and it's been neat.
We've got 3 solid songs.
3. Yeah.
Um,
And that's pretty great for us having 6 practices.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. We have one song we can play for 45 minutes
if we wanted to.
if we wanted to.
Or for 6 minutes. No.
It's a fucking
It's gonna be. I think the video that I have of it's 9 minutes long.
it's a fucking time filler.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's like one of those like
Fucking Paper Plates jams.
Paper Plates fucking kicks ass.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I'm very proud of it. Very proud of it. I'm proud to get all those riffs in one song.
Yeah.
I've had that in my fucking pocket for years.
And it worked. Everything goes together like seamlessly
Yeah.
in that song. It's a good song.
It's cool. It's very cool. And no one, I mean, everybody that's in this band right now has been in bands for years and it's business.
Yeah.
And it's creative goodness. Like there's no bad ideas. We just found ways to get to that idea.
Yeah. Well,
Except for when you fucking write a 10-4.
yeah, that was a bad idea.
That was bad. It wasn't bad. Like I can hear that song jamming,
Yeah,
but we have to fucking figure it out.
I can't.
No. I was able to play it good for like 30 seconds. And then my brain was like, you're doing something wrong.
Right. Yeah, this is not how this is supposed to
Because
work.
it needs like the riff needs a tag.
Yes.
Needs something to bring it back around. And if it doesn't have that, my stupid modern brain is just like blah blah blah.
Yeah,
So.
I couldn't. I mean, I figured out most of it, but
Yeah.
I was like, this confuses me.
And it's not I just think the cool thing about the band is like we're not writing specifically for a genre. Like we do want to be like kind of shoegazy, more ethereal, more
Yeah.
But like honestly, I think if I came in there with a heavy sludge riff, we would write a song to it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because everybody in that band likes that shit.
Yeah.
It's just me and you are little fucking emo pop punk hearts.
Makes my heart happy.
Yeah, it does, dude. It fucking rips.
And it's a style of music that I've always wanted to be able to play.
Yeah.
And have never had the chance to do it.
Right.
So it's like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is what I've been wanting to do for 20 plus years.
Yep. It's dope. It's fucking dope. So it's just someone said booty in prison. That's wild. How many people are watching? There's 7 people.
Kevin.
7. Super 7. I don't have like I've kind of just backed off on all conspiracy shit right now. After I listened to that podcast with Rami Hill, whatever, he was the Egyptologist on Rogan's thing.
Yeah.
And that dude like took a huge shit for mainstream archaeology. It was horrible.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's all in my book. Then you will find these like younger dudes like, oh, I have this book. I've read your book. This book ain't have shit in it. Like, you don't even explain the subterranean plots of the pyramids. It's
He's like the anti-Graham Hancock. Like,
him and Graham Hancock have gotten like in physical fights.
yeah. He's the reason that Graham can't go back to Egypt, right? Or it
Mm-mm,
doesn't have
mm.
access to the pyramids anymore or something like that.
He does now.
Okay, but
He
there for a
used
little
to,
while.
yeah, for a little while he wasn't allowed. Right now, Graham's in Iraq looking at all these like ancient structures.
That's cool.
What's your dog?
So you look at like some like in Peru, like Machu Picchu, you have the original base of these rocks and it looked like they're formed perfectly.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you can't fit anything in between these
Right.
stones. And then on top of those stones, there's like kind of like that, but different, and they're kind of shittier made. So it's like the oldest rocks are the
Yeah,
best.
as it got newer, it just went.
Yeah. It's complete opposite of like cell phones and technology now. Like the original shit was dumb. Now
Yeah.
it's great.
I don't know, man. That Nokia brick.
That's true, dude. Me and my brother had one. That was our first phones.
Drew had one, and we were at the lodge one time, and
He
we
beat everyone's ass with it.
we were throwing it around across, throwing it and kicking it to each other over there by where the shuffleboard table used to be,
Yeah.
and like it hit the floor, it hit the shuffleboard table, it hit the fucking walls and ceilings.
Yeah.
And screen wasn't cracked, buttons didn't fall out,
No.
battery didn't come out, still worked just fine.
Yeah.
Those things were indestructible.
Right. I had one of those phones, and then we got a Motorola. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crucial piece of information that he remembers now.
Yeah, I don't know. I should have not went to that part. I should have fucking stayed my ass where I was supposed to be. Like I showed up to that party like, what the fuck's up? I walked to the party and Colton was taking a cooler out to dump water because there was like a bunch of water in it.
Yeah.
And he didn't see me coming, and I was like,
Liquid ice.
Longview Police Department. And he like turned around. I was like, just kidding. It's
I
me. I was pretty sloshbuckled. I don't know, man. I'm not doing well. I gotta stop. Just fucking. Just fucking up, dude.
Well, it's fun though.
I guess.
Sometimes.
No, I'm 36. It's kind of
Yeah.
wild. You shouldn't be texting people at 36 when you're drunk. That's not what you should be doing.
I mean, that checks out.
I mean, I don't think any of them look at this podcast, so that's neat. But yeah, I got drunk last night and started fucking shooting from the hip,
Slinging them out.
hitting up exes, future exes, just
Mamas?
mamas.
Mamas?
It was dumb. Yeah, I'm sorry, Morgan. I should text your sister back and be like, hey, whoopsies.
Hey, remember that really drunk guy you met on Saturday? That's me.
The thing is, nobody like when I'm drunk, no one knows it.
Right.
Like, I can be the worst you've ever seen drunk, like, but you can't tell. I can drink 1,000 beers and still be like, I'm fine, until I'm not. Don't start puking and shit in my pants.
At the same time.
I woke up on their couch like drenched in sweat, and I was like, oh no.
Did I pee?
Yeah, I said that. I was like, there's piss all over the couch. Thankfully, I didn't. I think. But like I did like the walk of shame out of their front yard, and I had to park in someone else's front of their house,
Yeah, that's always dangerous.
and my throat hurt because I smoked like a bunch of cigarettes. That was stupid. Here we are. I don't know.
But did you die?
I didn't. No, I got in my ride and went home and took a shower and fucking died for a little bit. I went complete comatose. The hangovers are getting way worse.
Oh, dude, it's
real quick.
It doesn't get better.
Oh my god.
It does not get better.
Sorry, that was the president. It's just
What's Elon want?
he's no longer a part of anything.
He's pissed.
You think?
Oh no, he came out and said he's mad at Trump on the big beautiful bill or whatever it is.
I don't know what's going on.
It's like this bill just eliminates all the work that Doge just did.
Doge.
So he's kind of stepping back.
I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea. It just,
Neither do they.
so
Makes
like
you feel any better.
the more I look into things and realize stuff, and it's just me getting older, I realize that like all we are is just like time slaves. Like we use our time to make enough money just to get by.
Yeah, we work to survive.
Like we're not living, we're not thriving, and no one is
No.
really, except for the ones that
The top 1%ers.
top 1%ers. I mean, me and Chad were talking about this. I was like we just work our asses off just to fucking pay the bills.
Yep. Hopefully.
And then silly me, I made 3 humans, and like I'm responsible for them.
Yeah.
So there's no like giving up. Like I have to do this forever.
Right.
It's just silly, dude. I want to do that. Tall boys are harder.
I've never tried to do that with a 16 ouncer.
Tall. I gotta drink some more.
Yeah, it sucks, man. The hangovers get worse as you get older. Like it was cool when you could drink as much as you want and feel like ass. Wake up, still feel like ass. Throw up, eat something, and just be ready to go again.
So when I was
And now it's like 2 days later, I still have a headache.
so like my early 20s, I was drinking like I was in a fucking Motley Crue music video.
Yeah.
I would wake up my friends. I'm like, let's go get enchiladas. So like we'd eat enchiladas. I'd have like one spill of diarrhea, and I'm like, perfect.
Ready to go.
Let's drink again.
Clean it out. Yeah.
Now, like I wake up and I'm like, I have to drive home somehow, because I should have drove home when I was drunk. I'd have been better off. Because right now I'm like, oh,
You're like shaky.
yeah,
Yeah. It's the worst.
shaky, and like you like try to replay shit in your head. And you're like, the fuck did I?
What happened?
Am I wanted?
Did I commit a crime?
Am I going to jail soon? It's just dumb, dude.
Yeah, it sucks.
Then like usually I try to tell myself like I don't have a drinking problem. I just like drinking.
Opportunity.
But like last night I was by myself. There was no one. There was no reason. It wasn't like I didn't like watch a video and got fired up about drinking. I was just like,
I'm gonna drink all the things available.
I'm gonna drink whatever I have in my house, and I did.
I've done that before.
And
I
then-
think every once in a while I don't want to say it's healthy, but I think it's kind of good just to, especially you're at home, you know you're not going anywhere.
That's a bad problem because I knew I wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna obliterate. I try not to do it on a day when I have to get up and go to work the
I
next
did
morning.
that. I had
Yeah.
to go to work this morning, and I hated every minute
But
of it.
I mean, I think sometimes letting loose and tying one off by yourself is
Yeah.
worth it.
Can I play on the Xbox?
I don't know. That could just be me being stupid, but
No, it probably is good. It's just good if you can do it healthily in a way where you're like, you just do the drinking, and then you go to sleep, and
Yeah.
you don't message anybody, and you don't call people, and you don't fucking look at your neighbors awkwardly long where you're like, are we about to fight? Because I did that. I was sitting outside smoking a cigarette. I just smoked last night again. And like my neighbor was like staring at me, and I was staring at them. And I was like, "Oh, I'm so drunk right now. Like, your stares mean different things now." And he like kind of like, "Hey," and I was like, "Ah." I guarantee it was just me going like, "Ah."
they were like, "Should we call an ambulance?"
I was
for this
sitting
guy?"
on my steps on my camper drinking. I had a bottle of whiskey, and I was just like, and sending you snaps. So I was like, "Ah, nah, nah."
I probably would have looked at you funny too. In his situation,
I don't know.
I'd be like, "Is that man okay?"
It's the liquor. Liquor
Yeah,
makes
liquor's
me,
dangerous.
liquor makes me weird, dude.
Liquor's dangerous.
Brandy's nasty. It doesn't get better. You just keep drinking, and you're like, at least like with whiskey, you're like, I can taste the oak. I can taste the oak smokiness.
Tastes like charcoal.
Yeah. With the brandy, you're just like,
It's just rotten fruit.
it's what like.
That's how I feel about wine. It just doesn't get better.
I hate wine.
Worst headache.
Hangover I've ever had.
Worst
Yeah.
headache.
We went to a winery years ago when I was married, and we did a wine tasting,
Ugh.
and I drank all of it. You're supposed to spit it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well,
I got fucked up.
I'm not gonna waste it.
My ex-wife was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Red face drunk." Like,
The Irish in you came out
Yeah.
real quick. Yeah.
and I was like, it was like highfalutin fucking grape juice, dumb shit. Let's see here. Big Daddy Mike, would you rather see a tree grow or a knee grow?
I'm not touching that one.
Let's see here.
I don't know if I could see my knee grow.
I don't either.
I've seen it swell up before, though. That's not fun. I've watched my knee swell before.
What'd you do?
Blew it out running cross country in high school.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, you're fine. So I just played baseball that season.
Yeah.
And I would like run the bases and then go sit on the dugout.
I'm just watching.
And I could go,
Swell
you know, you're
up.
wearing tight pants, right?
Yeah.
Baseball pants. I can see going, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
I should probably go get this looked at again so they could tell me again that there's nothing wrong with it. But then why is it doing this? Sir,
Yeah.
our trainer was just a piece of shit.
It was a Brett Cloud.
No, not Brett Cloud.
I,
He was still on the team.
oh, yeah, that's right. He's your age. My bad.
He's 2 years older than him.
We didn't have a trainer.
He was like a, I don't know, physical therapist, kind of, I don't know, some kind of sports medicine person.
Yeah.
But he didn't work for the school, but he was available. He was at like all the games and stuff in
Right.
case somebody got hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't. I don't know what the hell he was. He was not good at his job though.
Yeah. We didn't have a trainer. It was just fucking backwoods.
Go to the nurse.
Barely.
Go to the vet.
Our nurse was creepy. I think she had a little creepy thing going on.
Ugh.
If I recall right, I might be making things up in my head. Maybe I wanted her to be creepy. Maybe that's what I'm trying to think of. But like, I think she was like,
She took my temperature with her finger.
yeah, she.
Ew!
The doctor puts it in my mouth. Why'd you put it down there?
I didn't know it was that kind of thermometer.
Yeah. Fucking Carrot Top did kill Tony last week. It just was released. And he has this baby. And he drilled a hole in its butt and drilled a hole in his mouth. And he put 2 thermometers. It's like, I'll just let you know which thermometer you're supposed to be using. It helps everybody. The dude has been doing comedy for 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's been his unique style of comedy.
He may be the only prop comic left
He's the only one that survived.
that's like straight prop comedy.
There was,
I'm not counting the dudes that do the puppets and shit like that. I mean like,
well, technically that's prop comedy.
I know, but
yeah,
I mean like,
but he's the one. Yeah, he's the only one that had funny fucking things.
Yeah.
And he's been the most unique for the longest.
well, like Gallagher died.
Thank God.
So yeah. So I feel like once he died, it was
What was
just,
his like?
He had the fucking hammer.
I know,
that
but
he
like,
would-
why was that funny?
I don't know.
Were they that stupid? Like,
Yeah.
was the boomers like,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Yeah.
knocking fruit out?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. So I have I've done comedy a couple of times, and one of the chicks that I used to do comedy with, she got picked up on Kill Tony Live to work for Tony.
That's
like,
cool.
To quit her job,
That's cool.
and he's like paying her to like do stuff. Sarah Sloan, she's cool as shit.
Oh, that's neat. I've seen her on some of his videos.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's the one that does the horse neighing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done comedy with her.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
She made fun of my bald head one time, and I was like, "You fucking ugly bitch." She's
I
like,
hope you die.
well, like one of my first nights there at comedy to do it, she like said like, "Well, I thought Matt was handsome until he took his hat off," and I was like, "Yee, he's bald," and I was like, "Oh, listen here, Cindy Lou Who, I'll ruin your day." I don't know. Kind of missed doing comedy.
Cindy Lou Who. Does it taste any different out of a gold can?
It tastes like royalty, dude. Tastes
Checks
like
out.
tastes like generational wealth.
Tastes like America. Used to taste.
Yeah. Decent.
Yeah.
No, it tastes great. It's a beer. That's my favorite, and now it's in a gold can. That's all you need to do to really like get me back on board on these beers. Yeah, I wasn't having a hard time anyway, but like now they're gold. I'm like, oh
yes,
I'm gonna drink every day. So that's neat.
So I bought a 6-pack Monday when we had practice
Mhm.
of the 12 ounces. But that's the first time I've seen the golds.
Me
It's pretty
too.
cool.
Me too. I wanted 12-ounce cans because, like, usually when I get tall boys,
Problems.
problems. Because, like, well, I'll drink, like, so here's my rationale. I'm like, I'll drink, like, 5 or 6 during the podcast and eat some guacamole later and I'll feel better.
Yeah.
But these, I'm like, I'll drink, like, 5 or 8 of them. And,
Yeah. It's the same number,
yeah.
but there's more.
Yeah.
It just means you took 10.
Everyone that knows me is like, he's lying out of his fucking teeth right now.
Yeah.
I do it just in case my mom's watching. Or she's like,
Love you.
I hope she's not.
She's only seen that one episode.
Well,
She was doing physical therapy or recovering from her surgery. Or whatever it was.
She decided that she'd like check out her baby boy's, and like the first words out of my mouth was like, "What the fuck is that?" And she's like, "Oh my god." And I was like, if that's all you heard, I'm fine. Like, you never heard me like say like,
No, that was just the beginning.
yeah, Christianity's made up by the Vatican to keep us under control. Like that'll break her heart.
She probably knows.
No, she thinks that there's a sky father. I don't know. It drives me crazy.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back. You keep talking, I'll listen.
Hey YouTube, make sure you can hear his pee stream, just for you guys. I'm also
Just
going to make another
for
post about this thing being live,
YouTube.
so y'all can just bear with me for a second. Hold on, I'm going to go to the other page. It's hard to get people on the fucking stream. It's hard. It's hard. So let's check this out right now. You're gonna come with me while I make a video.
Hey, I'm back.
I'm making a video.
Cool, make a video.
Hey, we're recording live, and we're also on YouTube. So y'all come check us out. It's YouTube, and then you just look up Truck Beers, and it's one word. There's no space. Just Truck Beers. And
There is space for you, though.
there is space for you. That was a good one, dude. Recording live. Okay, we got it. Jesus Christ. I made
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. I did a video today, and I was like, "Hey, girl, do you like podcasts? Because I have one, and I just need someone to fucking be a part of it."
You seen that dude that does like the weird, awkward pickup lines?
There's a couple of them. I don't
He's
know.
like a younger dude. He's blonde. He's got tattoos.
What does he say? Like,
Random shit like this. It's like, hey, girl, do you like? It's that was the delivery was that guy.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
We're on the same wavelength.
He's like, oh, that's how I flirt. Cool, great.
Dude, there's this girl that does these pickup lines. She's like talking like switching, making girls switch teams kind of thing. And she's like, "Hey girl, you want to get some pasta?" And she's like, "Sorry, I'm straight." And he's like, "So is a noodle until you get it wet." I was like, "Ooh."
It's true though.
Yeah. What's on your shirt? Some on your other shoulder. This shoulder. Right there.
I don't know. Probably dirt.
Probably doo-doo. Where my camper is, it's just all red clay.
Yeah.
And I have to walk to the dumpster to throw my trash away.
It's the worst.
I ate shit hard.
Oh really?
I took a shower and I was like, I gotta take my trash out. And I just just went down the hill.
Went skating.
My brother, I said, "Hey, we're live," to my brother. He says, he goes, "LOL, I'm bailing someone out of jail right now." He is actually. It's kind of stupid.
It's not his wife, is it?
No.
Because I could see that.
It's one of their friends. He told me the story today, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" He lives such a weird life.
He does. He does. It's the strangest.
It's by design that we don't live close to each other.
It's better for everybody.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Like if we lived within a fucking driving, like a normal driving distance,
Right.
and we're able to see each other more than 2 times a week, everyone's fucked. Everyone's doomed.
Y'all would be in jail.
Yeah, my sister tagged his wife and their other sister. I've never met her. I'm so sorry if any of the family listens, But whoever she is, oh my God, she's badder than bad. I was like, who is this? You're calling her sister, but I don't know this chick. It's apparently like another, I don't know, but like it's apparently like their stepsister
Okay.
on the other side. I've never met her. I didn't know who she was. And she is painful. Like, I was like, what? And they're like, we'll hang out this, that, and other. And Chad was like, nah, we ain't doing that. And I was like, fuck it. I'll come down and we'll have our own day. We'll see you and bail each other out of prison first.
If you're both in prison, though, you're screwed.
We will be. He wants, I'm going to stay with him. I'm just going to take a couple of days off work and just go down there. And
Yeah,
we're just
long weekend.
have a long weekend in the Dallas Metroplex area.
Nice.
And I think I need that. It's going to be horrible. Last time we hung out together, I was 32 sheets to the wind. We had that show the next day at True Vine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was right before we started this podcast.
Yep, it was.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is the Jackie Robinson podcast. Number
Nope,
40.
episode 42. Number 42. That's right.
Is it 42 this time?
Yep.
Yep. That's what I thought. 42, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You'll only find 41 on Spotify because I didn't upload that one, but I still counted it.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
Yeah.
I had a fucking full-on panic attack during that podcast.
Yeah, you were weird when you got here.
Yeah. I
And,
don't know.
And we were like, this is not. It was like 45 minutes long. It was
Well-
fine. It was fun. And then we hung out for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, no, what's cool is like my anxiety was the highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we gotta fucking do this podcast. And I was like, ancient aliens, fuck. And I felt like I was gonna throw up the whole time. I was trying to drink beer. I was like, it's just stupid, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. I try to like be normal, but it's not working anymore.
Be yourself.
Yeah, no.
That's arguably worse.
That was my true self. Like, I'm just,
We'd still be friends.
yeah, I guess. We'll see.
I don't have many options. We'll be all right.
Are you friends with me because it's just convenient?
No.
Good.
No. If that was the case, then we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, it's not convenient at all.
This is not
no.
convenient.
It's not good for anybody. So you had BJ's last night?
Yeah. Yeah, went on a date. It was great. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a wonderful time.
My boy's making moves.
Can't wait to do it again.
I feel that.
Good
yeah.
vibes, good chemistry, lots of things in common. On the same page about a lot of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
I think I know of her. I don't think we've ever had a conversation.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. You've probably been like, oh, this is my friend Matt. And she's like, what the fuck is that?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't hung out with her in a long time. She used to run around the same music scene and all that stuff. Like she's
Right.
been heavily involved in the music scene for a long time. But you have been in the same place as her multiple times.
I bet I have met her before.
Yeah.
It's a fucking. It's so weird because I have met people and like I introduce myself and they're like, yeah, I know
you. Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't know you.
and then I've had people like, yeah, we've met. Like you took your shirt off and you try to fight a cop, and I'm like,
Okay. So that's the weird thing though.
is that
like,
2007?
if it's somebody that I met like years ago,
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm not gonna remember that. Especially if we only talked 1 or 2 times. I'm not gonna probably remember that.
I went I felt like I wasn't trying. It was just okay. Let me lay my case out before I say any more. I went to a thrift store to buy like these pants and a shirt.
Yeah.
I'm like obsessed with pearl snap short sleeve shirts. Just want to buy all of them. If I see them, I'm gonna buy them.
Yep.
My grandpa wore them, and I understand why. They're great.
They're comfortable.
They're fucking great. You don't have to pull a shirt over your head. Fucking,
Yeah.
They're great. I fucking love them.
I wore a long sleeve pearl snap last night.
The purple one.
The green one. Yeah, it's green and purple checkered.
I know it's
Yeah,
fun. It's a good choice.
it's a good shirt.
That's what I would pick if you're like, hey, what shirt should I wear?
That one.
That one.
Yeah.
My boy looking dynamite. So do you know the chick that comes to the Ollie shows? She's a big Running with Giants fan. She's a young Hispanic chick.
Yeah,
And her
yes.
mom gave her a Theory on Conquest shirt.
Yes.
She works there.
At the thrift store.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like stoked to see her. And I was like, yo, what the fuck's up? You know? And then I said, hey, are you coming to the Ollie show Thursday? It's like, I'd love to see you there. Because she's cool. Yeah. But then I realized, like, I have a bald head and gray beard, and I'm talking to this child about, and like seriously, it hit me like a fucking like instant. I was like, I gotta go, and like I
Just
had
threw like a handful of money at her and
Ah!
took the stuff and ran.
It just I wasn't being creepy, but like I realized like if other people see this interaction,
Yeah.
they're probably like, hey, stranger danger, motherfucker. I think she's like maybe 18, if that.
I don't think she's that old.
Or maybe 17. I don't know.
Yeah,
She's
I think she's like 16 or 17.
yeah. Apparently her mom would come to the shows. She gave her a Theory on Conquest shirt. I was like, where'd you get that fucking shirt?
Yeah. Mom.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It was just I feel
Her
dumb.
coworkers are like, are you okay?
Blink if you're in danger.
Do you need help?
Do you want us to call the police?
Yeah.
And she's probably like, no, he's a door guy at all.
He's a cool dude. Yeah.
And I
It's my stepdad.
yeah, that's my grandfather. You fucking assholes. I don't know. It was I just felt so dumb. Like as soon as I left, I was like,
No, I don't think that's.
I'm gonna get pulled over by the police.
I'm on a list now.
I'm on a list.
I don't think that's bad. I mean,
Chris Hansen's gonna come.
anyone
to
think
my
he'd be
house.
like, hey, anybody see you the show on Thursday?
No,
That would have been creepy.
Yeah, no, I just was like, hey, there's a show this Thursday. I've been telling everyone about this show Thursday.
Yeah.
Like people have to show up. Like it's kind of a gotta be, because Ollie's wants to do 2 shows a month now.
Yeah. Just don't do it. Like, I mean, I get it.
They have to
They're
do
doing
it.
it on Thursday because that's the band had the open date. They
Yeah.
wanted to pick up a show. That's fine. I understand. I respect that.
Yep.
Fucking absolutely do it.
Yep.
I probably won't be there.
I get it. I'm going to be there because I really don't know why I'm going to be. I'm going to be.
Right.
I love making horrible choices. That's what it is. I know it's going to feel like Friday. Like when my alarm clock goes off, I'll be like, fuck them's fighting words, bitches, you know. But like Thursday night, I'd be like, God damn, this is going to be... I'm probably not going to drink a drop Thursday just because I'd be like that's a lie. I'm going to drink. What the fuck am I... I'm lying to you. I don't know what's wrong with me, dude. I don't know. I'm not going to work tomorrow. I got to go to... my boy has an evaluation, so I'm going to go to that appointment with him. It's like a fucking 4-hour long appointment.
Ooh.
And like apparently they ask questions on both sides, like parents things.
It's the big interview process kind of a
It's a
thing.
huge thing. And Kaylin was like, yeah, they ask a lot of like personal questions to the parents. I'm like, cool, I'll lie. That's great. How much do you drink a week? I have a glass of wine at dinner on Saturday. Whatever. I don't know. It's weird when you like overlap things. Being a grown up,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Hey, but our kids are happy. They're healthy. So
They're happy and healthy. Yeah.
we're not failing too miserably.
No, we got good kids. It was cool having them all together Saturday. We got in the car and all 3 of my kids were like, "What's wrong with McCade? That dude's crazy."
He's a wild card. man.
Apparently, like Carrington and Jameson, they hit it off pretty well. Like
That's cool.
friendship, and I was like, "Cool, he's a cool kid," you know.
That little one scares me.
She told me she said they didn't know that we took McCade with us to AutoZone.
Oh, so I thought he just
Yeah, they're
ran
like,
away.
we were looking everywhere. And like everybody was like under the impression like he's a magician.
Cash knew he went with us.
No, he didn't tell anybody. He was like, yeah, look for him. Fucking agent of.
That guy.
He's an agent of like
Pure chaos.
chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were like, Cash, you want to go? And he was like, no.
Nah.
Like, Kate's going with us. Okay.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yes, he did, and he like let his sisters panic.
That's perfect.
He loves it. He loves when his sisters are like having full-on conniption fits about shit.
We should have only been gone for like 10 minutes, but there were, I don't know,
1 million.
37 people at AutoZone.
Dude, that lady wanted that D from you, bro.
Oh.
She had that head gasket, and she's like, "I got a gasket you can put your head in,
She's
dude.
like, stand right here into the air conditioner where it's cooler.
It's so cool right here. Can you want to come feel it?
It's like,
Can you hold my spot?
it's just like, my husband's going to be really sad he didn't come.
My husband's such a coward. Fuck him."
I was like, all right. And I'm trying to keep McCade from taking everything off the shelf.
Yeah. McCade was just.
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
He's Jack Skeleton when he sees snow for the first time, dude. He's just fucking like,
What's this?
"What?
What's this? There's fuckery around.
We went from 7 to 1.
Yep. That's okay.
No, it's fine.
I think I'm the one too,
What'd
because
you-
that's my YouTube account.
Fuck them. Not fuck them. I'm glad everyone listens. People listen to the Spotify.
Yes.
That's a real thing. It's so weird doing the live. Like,
So there's one thing that I absolutely hate about it. We finish a video, yeah,
yeah.
and then it processes and then it saves.
Mhm.
But then I have to go back in and make it public. Like it doesn't automatically do that,
That's weird.
and there's nothing you can change about it. It's something for like, they do it so if you want to edit the video before you post it. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's a live video. I want it to remain
Right.
a live video.
Right.
But it's so you can go in and put like a description,
Yeah.
stuff you can't do on the front end. I get it, I guess.
Yeah.
But then I like, we posted 4 videos 3 days ago
Yeah.
because I went back in and was like, oh shit, that one's private still.
There's 3 people now.
Hey,
We talked shit about it when
welcome
they came back.
So like Craig was like, man, y'all posted a lot of videos. I was like, no,
No.
I just went through and made them public because YouTube's weird like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You get Craig back on. That was a fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I was like, I didn't know how it was gonna go,
It went great.
but it was fantastic.
I was like, you want to be part of this? You want to be the 3rd member?
Yeah.
We've said it 100 times. This podcast is going to happen regardless if we record it
Yeah.
or make any kind of the fucking content shit behind it is like, it's so stupid.
Well, I think that there's just people that enjoy listening to us talk shit
Yeah.
because I enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I think other people probably will also.
Yeah.
And-
But like, like part of like trying to make it something that people like, there has to be some kind of video quality.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like someone is like, y'all need to buy a camera. This
I agree.
I do too. But like, we're not making money off
No.
this. Like everything you see before you is us.
Yeah.
You mostly.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking horrible partner.
Nah.
And like making videos and making little snips, like it's sometimes it is kind of like disheartening seeing like the views that I'm like, God damn, that was a fucking funny thing I said. And
Yeah, then somebody farts on a window and gets 2 million views.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, a woman cries in her car, and they're like 4 billion views, and I'm like, what do I have to do? I think it's a universe thing. It's got to be like,
It's keeping us humble
well, like
until the time is right.
that's it. I will say, from my understanding, like, what was the percentage? We got an email today, and it's like the amount of episodes we have only like we're in a small range. Usually,
wow.
people who start a podcast don't even make it to this number. Like, there's a ton of podcasts
Yeah,
that
they
only
do like
get
10
like,
episodes,
10,
20 episodes,
yeah.
yeah, and stop.
and it's like, that's comical because we're gonna do this until we're dead.
Yeah, I don't know how to give up.
I
It's not part of my DNA.
surviving in spite.
I
That's-
missed that chromosome.
Yeah, whatever that chromosome is, we're missing. We're down with it, dude.
That means you have an extra one.
I don't know. For sure, there's some. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like the last fucking 96 hours, I would say like there is something massively wrong with
You
me.
just had a rough week, dude. I get it. It happens. That
From-
happens to everybody.
I guess I don't know. Like, I haven't cried in years. I haven't like. I've tried to cry. I'm like thinking of all the sad shit. Like it's gonna be good for you, dude. You got to get it out. Nothing.
The last time I cried was when I watched Wild Robot with my kids.
I watched Wild Robot and I was like, what is wrong with me? I want to cry right now.
It's a sad movie.
It's a fucking-
Especially as a parent.
No, yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. I watched the fucking Old Yeller scene on YouTube trying to cry. Nothing.
You have a problem.
Yeah. I watched fucking Where the Red Fern Grows with my kids try to cry.
You have a problem.
Nothing. The song Black by Pearl Jam that I'm not, no shit, I've heard probably a billion times.
That one got you?
Just, I think it was like I just woke up and I was like, first day of work, let me get hyped up. Usually, I don't listen to music in the morning usually. But that morning I just put my headphones in and I hit my fucking shuffle playlist on Spotify. I've never listened to Pearl Jam on my Spotify. That song had no business being in my fucking playlist.
Right.
But like, whatever creator, whatever, was like, put this song in there. It's gonna get them. And I'm driving, and like the sunrise is coming up, and it's nice and cool and
Yeah.
wet. Everything's wet.
Yeah. Glistening.
And that fucking the first bass line. She won't burn some canvas. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's great.
That's why I can't listen to Pearl Jam.
Yeah. And like, but there's a part of that song where he says basically like, I'm sure she's gonna be the star in someone else's sky, but why can't it be mine? And I was like, it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Just I was like,
That
I
one-
fucking get it, dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
so-
like, there's a clip you posted. Oh man, it was like 5-6 episodes ago. It's when you were singing. Do you believe in love?
I did that while I was pissing.
While you were in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you posted a clip on TikTok and said, "This is what happens when you go to the bathroom with the wireless mics." And it's the movie with Zac Efron, and he's like,
I'm trying,
"I'm
Sharon.
trying, Sharon.
I'm trying."
I'm trying."
Yeah. I did that because I took a piss and I was singing
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah.
Okay. That song, when I hear that song, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. My grandma used to get her nails done in Mount Pleasant at this like strictly Vietnamese people place. And every like 2 weeks, she got her nails done there.
Yeah.
And they would listen to that song on repeat over and over and over and over.
It's like the only song they have.
And they fucking did it for years. Like during the summer, I'd go with my grandma to get her nails done in Mount Pleasant, right there where Hastings was in that big by Lee's Chinese.
Yeah.
If you know Mount Pleasant, you know what I'm talking about. It's right across the road from the Walmart. There was a fucking nail salon place, and they only knew the words they needed to know. But they would blare that fucking Cher song. Do you believe? Over and over. You peeing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pee too.
Hey, Spotify, take a break.
Take a break, Spotify. You're doing good. There's a down thing inside myself. I really don't
So the fun
think-
part is the people that are still watching on YouTube,
They gotta fucking.
they can hear this conversation.
They can hear what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Songs will do that to me too sometimes. Like, it has nothing to do with anything going on in my life.
I can tell
necessarily.
you. I can give you 5 songs that are 1,000 times sadder than "Black" by Pearl Jam.
Right. That are more applicable.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, something will just resonate for some reason. And you're
That
like,
fucking
all
lyric,
right.
the fucking lyric, and the fucking.
Yeah. Today's gonna be the day that I turn into a little puddle.
I went to work like a fucking.
Today's gonna be the day that bring it all back to you.
No, I want your son didn't eat any of his dinner.
Nope.
No, I've never had. I don't.
We're back.
We back. I've never had a fucking moment where I was like, listen, I don't know. It just made sense to me, like the whole.
I have a snack.
You have food on the counter that you didn't eat.
I don't want those.
That's what you can have.
I don't want those.
Get a cheesesteak.
I don't want cheese sticks.
What do you want?
I want chicken nuggets.
Oh, get some. Welcome to my life.
Your son's like learned the power of why.
I know it's
Why?
it's challenging.
Why? Why? Man.
Why?
If I could like meet a genie and like have one wish is when your kids are being super annoying, you can like shrink down to their size and fight them. So it's fair, you know, like you don't have to hurt your kids.
Right, yeah.
My
But sometimes you want to though.
my ex, I was over at their house last night, or like after karate. When I got hammered, I did it within an hour. I was like at their house and I made pizza and I was like, well, I'm gonna head home. Went home. As soon as I got there, I was like, well, I don't have to go to bed right now. I don't have to do anything. I can just drink. And like I did. I just like
Turn the switch on, never turn it off.
bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Like within an hour I was as drunk as I've been in fucking years.
Oof.
And like I had a real cool drunk thought. I was like, I think there's a bottle of whiskey in your car. I was like, oh yeah. Just and
Take
there
a
was.
look.
There fucking was. And like I don't know. It was just a horrible everything.
Did you stash it when you were drunk?
Mhm.
That's why you remembered it when you were
Mhm.
drunk.
There's two. There's another one in my car right now.
There was like, oh yeah,
There's 2 bottles of
this
whiskey
is
underneath
a
my.
secret. This is a secret for later.
Yeah, drunk Matt was like, hey, here you go. Fucking goblin mode. Like, but my daughter, so it was like my ex-wife, her fiance, and my kids, and my daughter was talking to my ex-wife, and my ex-wife's like, well, you're gonna have to ask your dad that. And I was like, ask me what? And you know, she's like looking down at the ground. She's like, can I still wear like a 2-piece swimsuit? I said, only if I can. Only if you want to put that in your life. And she was like, no. I was like, I can't. You're to the age now. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's challenging.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Every fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
Just life sucks right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. The girls are going down to their great aunt's house in Uvalde, Texas in
Ooh.
July. After their mom gets married, they're going to go down there for like a week or 10 days, hang out.
When'd she get married?
July 2nd. Yep.
That was
Cool. That was neat. They did it. It's fine.
no,
Whatever.
that was the same day that my wedding anniversary was.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't know
That's
that.
okay.
I didn't know
That's
that at
funny.
all. That's wild. Yeah,
That's quick.
sure, I guess. I don't know how to I don't know how to fucking judge that. I've never
I'm not doing it again, so I don't care.
I will not get
But
married again.
that's
If I was to get married again, it would have to be like the greatest of causes.
it would be for tax reasons.
It would be for tax reasons. That's the greatest of all causes.
Yeah.
The next girl I get
There's a guy that posted a video, and it was hilarious. He's like, "I'm just looking for a husband.
we don't have to do anything
Hear
gay.
me out.
We just got to live together.
Hear
and-
me out.
Yeah.
Well, I already have a house. I'll remodel it. I'll build another master bedroom. You can
Yeah.
have one. I'll have one. Hell, you can take the one that's already there, and I'll build my own. We can have a boat. We can afford shit. We'll have two. All I want is 2 incomes
2-income house.
and tax liability." I was
I
like,
saw-
"This dude's got it figured
No,
out."
I saw that video and I was like, I'm not gonna send this to Matt. our friendship is already weird enough. Like,
Fuck, I don't care.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And like, who's gonna be disappointed in us? There already are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? Cry harder. I don't care.
Yeah, and like meeting girls would be cool, you know. You'd be like, "Oh, this is my husband."
He was like, you can bring home as many chicks as you want.
Yeah.
Like, you introduce me, I'll be like, oh, high five. Hey, she's really hot.
Yeah,
And then there's an ugly one, like, hey, high five. All right.
yeah, yeah. You did it.
He did it.
I-
A kill's a kill. That's what he said.
Yeah, I just think it'd be funny if like we were married, we go to a bar, like, "Oh, this is my husband, Matt, but we're not gay."
Taxes.
The IRS. Oh my god. So like the movie when I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's the concept of that entire movie.
Is that illegal?
Well, theirs
The
was because it
false-
was insurance fraud.
But if that's your husband.
That's the only reason he got married, though, is so he could keep his insurance.
But if you married someone and then put them on the insurance, is
Different
that still,
story.
Is that fraud?
No.
Like when I got married the first time, nobody checked in on me. No one was like, "Is this really your wife? Why?" Are you...
Nobody does.
Yeah,
Nobody does. Nobody cares.
yeah. I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time seeing the negatives of it. Just fucking
I'm not going to kiss you.
no. I don't want you to. Maybe. I just. You got a 2-income household, bills get paid.
Yeah.
Shit.
And you can buy cool shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I moved into this
He's like,
house,
we can have a boat. We have jet skis. I don't care.
no, if I moved in this house, paid half the rent, paid half, like just everything split down the middle.
Yeah.
Money, dude,
It'd be cheaper.
a lot cheaper. Sell that camper.
Keep the camper. We'll go on trips.
Fuck. Fuck.
We'll put a power pole in out there. Plug it in.
Yeah.
That'll be the extra bedroom.
For guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man.
The bad thing about it is we both have kids.
Do you want to get married in July 1st?
Just do it the same day. Sorry, I have a wedding to go to.
I'm so
Whose
sorry.
is it?
Mine,
Mine.
bitch. You crazy. Truck Beers presents Wedding of the Century.
What's the status of your relationship? Tax reasons.
Married, I don't know. Whatever you want to say. We're just two dudes that are married. The thought of like my family in Pittsburgh hearing about that, they would just be like,
Like, no. Let me break it down for you.
no, they would. They just probably like, that makes sense.
Yeah, it checks out.
That checks out. I thought he was gay the whole time. He had long hair when he was a kid. I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
Fucking hippie.
Yeah. He listened to that acid rock. That's what they all said. It was never acid rock. Nothing. They just called it whatever I listened to was acid rock.
That's weird.
Except for when I listen to Acid Bath.
They're like, oh, that's cool.
They're like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm
No,
like,
that's actually.
that's fucking stupid.
The hard thing is we both have kids. So, like,
Yeah.
we would have to have a bigger house.
We just have to figure it out for a couple days out of the week.
That's true.
Especially like at the camper. We can just stay in the camper.
What's why you put the kids' room?
Yeah. Camper's
Y'all sleep outside.
get the fuck out of here. Your dads need a drink. That's the problem. Our livers would fail. They already are.
Doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well have company.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way he presented the scenario, though. It's really hard to see the downside.
I'm trying to find the downside right now.
I'm not sure there is one, except the fact that you have to tell people that you don't have to tell anybody.
No. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to fucking
This
do
is my roommate.
I already got a tattoo that's ruined my whole fucking dating career. You see this, YouTube? See that right there? It's a wedding ring tattooed on my finger, and I don't know how to get it off without paying for it. That's the problem. I'm not going to pay for shit.
You cut the finger off.
I'll do that naturally. I'll do that on.
It'll just fall off.
No, I'm sure I'm not going to be quick enough one day.
And just be like, oh no.
But like, oopsies, crap.
That
We got
seemed
this-
intentional.
We got
No.
this. We have this young dude, and he was running the pedal on the brake. And like, if you know anything, don't linger over the pedal.
Because you're accidentally gonna step on it.
And that's what he did. And he had his hand there, and it fucking hit it.
Ooh.
And we thought he lost his hand. Like when it happened, everyone was like,
Oh.
"Fuck!" Went to the ER, and it was just a bruise. He didn't do any damage,
Wow.
and we don't know how he did it.
Wow.
And we're like, "Are you a fucking superhuman?"
Sir.
I must ask you one question. Are you Superman?
Superman.
Yeah.
Are you one?
I hope you're not, because you're dumb as shit.
Is
I
it the
really-
same guy that unplugged the welder while you were using it?
No. Violence.
Well, he deserved it.
I don't know if he still listens to the podcast. He used to. I mean, if he does, like, he knows. God damn you. That's the thing. That's what's wrong with me. Like, the flying off the handle is like, it's almost to like a uncontrollable. Usually I can be like, I'm fine. But now, here lately, I'm just like, we're going to prison.
Hey,
We're going to jail.
We're gonna die today.
It just sucks, man. I don't know what's. And I'm not going to therapy.
Nah.
That shit don't work. I think about that, like, if our podcast gets to a certain range, like, BetterHelp is a very big.
They sponsor a lot of podcasts.
They do. And it's a smart move on them because, like, the demographics of people who listens to podcasts probably need therapy the most. So that's why they. But, like, having to do a read, like, therapy really helped me? Like, no.
That's actually who I used when I did therapy.
It's so fucking.
All they are is a broker.
Yeah, it's just like the one therapist you probably talk to, he probably talks to like 10 people a day,
Probably.
and he's making a killing.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the percentage he makes off the fucking rate.
They probably it's probably like so like a temp agency pays the employees' wages and pays the company pays anyway, they charge like 40%
Yeah.
of whatever you pay that employee. It's how much they make off the employee. It's fucking ridiculous. I feel like it's the same kind of scenario. It's like, yeah, we will gather all these people together and make a database for them to contact people.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take a huge cut
Yep.
of whatever you pay us.
Yeah.
They're going to get a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're going to get so many clients, it doesn't matter.
It makes up their nut.
Yeah. I feel like it's the same kind of scheme.
It's all a scheme.
Yeah.
It's all fucking.
It could have been just some random person sitting behind a computer that's not a therapist at all. I don't know.
That would actually be kind of a cool job, pretending you're a therapist.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what we're
what's
doing right now.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm literally a
Yeah.
therapist right now. What the fuck? It was Morgan.
Oh.
She was like, "No, you're all good about my sister." I didn't mean. Oh,
You didn't forget about her as a person. You just forgot who she was.
I didn't forget. I don't know. I know I talked to her, and I know I walked her out to her car, but I don't remember being like. "Bleep, blah, blah, blah." Drunk Matt is a fucking animal.
Yeah, that's true.
Drunk Matt will take chances that no man should. I don't need to go to casinos because I will drink, and I will take wild shots
And lose all of your dollars.
and lose everything.
Yeah.
The fucking farm and all of it. It's not good.
Yeah.
like not as much now. I'm older, but like as I was like when I was younger, like if I drank and I got to a certain level, it was not fun to be around me.
Yeah.
Like 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 everyone was genuinely worried for my safety.
I think the only difference with you now is like you have a slightly better filter when you're not drinking,
Yeah,
but it's only barely.
barely. No, yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
And I feel like I'm kind of the same way. It's like, yeah, I'll say less dumb shit when I'm sober. I'll still say plenty, but it's like, okay.
I so when I run the door at Ollie's, a lot of the times I'm doing that, I'm drinking,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Mhm.
My bosses are good with it because they're not paying. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
As the night progresses, like the shit I say should get me like in a fight sometimes. Like it's like if I was a young man and I went to a show and the doorman says the shit I say, I'd be like, "Oh dude, what the fuck?" But the thing is, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And most people don't either.
It's like a fucking, it's like your coolant tank. The more beer I have in there, the more I'm cool, calm, collected. I say whatever the fuck I want to. It's just,
Truth juice.
that's it. I'm the truest form of myself
Yeah.
with these. It sucks when you're like online dating because like some women are like, if you drink, go ahead and swipe left. All right. Whatever the fucking.
Whichever the opposite is.
I'm waiting for the one that says swipe on me. I need that. She's like, I need that fucking shit in my life. But you're not gonna get a true version of a me
Right.
without me drinking.
Yeah.
Like I will tell you what I really think about you. Sometimes it's great. I'll say fucking.
Sometimes it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like last night, for instance, said some shit. Told people I missed. I told people I missed them.
Yeah.
Bad choice. I get that. Told one random chick that I think is cool. I was like, "What up?" Yeah, exactly. It was just the truth juice is not what I need in my life. I don't need it. See, like right now, I'm checking a snap I shouldn't be checking because. Woo! Shouldn't have checked that. That was funny. How many people are watching? 5 people. And they also silent.
What was that? Whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo about?
I read the snaps that were sent to me,
Yeah.
and one was like, it pertained to the conversation, but then the next one was like, sorry, that wasn't meant for you. As in, like
Then why did you send it?
she sent it, and she was like, like the thing is, she sent that like hours ago,
Oh, and you didn't read it? Yeah.
and then she's like, sorry, that wasn't meant for you. Okay. I just think everybody would be so much better off if they would just be honest.
100%.
And like, and you keep it 100% with people.
Yeah.
Like I have a hard time sometimes. Like I am very honest. And I try to be honest with every interaction. And I try to be genuine and kind.
That's the key. Is like you can be honest and still be nice.
Yeah.
But people don't take it that way. People are
No.
like, well, if I'm going to be honest, I've got to be a jackass.
I
about
gotta
it."
be a fucking piece of
No,
shit.
you don't.
No, you don't. But like, you should be able to hear something and not just like wrap up your whole identity and like feelings into it. If like someone tells you like, hey, XYZ, like like you got to be able to receive it and just fucking take it as it is.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take it as like. I guess it depends on what it is,
yeah,
because there are things where this does not apply.
yeah,
But like, cool, that's your opinion.
right.
I respect your opinion.
Yes,
Mine may be different from yours.
yeah,
But that's okay.
yeah. It's a fucking true sign of like maturity, and like that's crazy for me to say. I'm the most immature motherfucker I know. If I can make a funny fart, dick, ass joke out of anything,
It's happening.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But like on it, but also like I know how to be mature.
Well, you know when the situation is...
I can read the room.
Yes. Yes.
I can read the room, and I know when it's important.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to cut up a little bit. But
Always.
I always know that, like... I try to always understand where the line is at.
I have no fucking, like, I have nothing great in my life. I have to cut up. Like, that's the fun in my
Yeah.
life. I have to fucking say shit.
Yeah, it's just personality.
Yeah. And, like, I've, my roster of friends show that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm around, like, I put people in my life that they know who I am, and they're okay with it.
Yeah. And they're either going to join in
Or
understand.
understand.
Yeah.
That's it. If you're, like... it's not-
And we'll also call you out if you go too far.
Yeah, you will, but also I am the same person. If you do call me out,
Right.
I'll be like, "Oh, you're being a bitch." Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't. I've had very good friends try to call me out on my nonsense, and like I was like, I went too mature. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, I'm a grown man, and I'm providing a service for free." Every time I think about that shit makes me
Was
crazy.
it church shit?
No, it was
Oh.
running with John shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was different.
It was. And like,
That was not in the moment. It's different if it's in the moment.
no, it was premeditated
Right.
fuckery.
It's different if you're like if you're not hanging out
Yeah.
and something you were like, I would be like, hey, maybe
Yeah, no, you've done this.
maybe,
You're like, hey, fuck.
and you're like, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
you can realize it's like when your kid does something
Yeah. I'm a child. I get
and
it.
you're no. If you talk to him about it 4 weeks later,
It doesn't.
it doesn't
count.
do
Yeah.
any good.
No. I
And I'm not saying that the scenario that you're talking about,
it's validated on both ends, but
Yes.
also like,
it's more effective if it's done at the time,
yes.
because then there's realization. 'Cause
That's close as it gets. Yeah, it's just me going like, oh well, yeah.
oh
I
yeah,
get
sorry,
it,
my
yeah.
bad. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not worried about that anymore. If I want to say weird shit anywhere else,
Just say it.
that's a thing. With the music we're writing now, with our personalities, that's going to be a weird fucking. That's going to be a weird place to be.
It's a fun group. It's a fun group.
Everybody in that band is very wild in their own way.
Yeah.
Chad is surprisingly the funniest person alive
It's
in his own secret way.
it's yeah. Not I don't think there's many people that get to see it though.
But like with Chad, you can get away with absolute murder. And he's like Mr. Burns. Good.
Yes.
Yes. You gotta pee again?
No, I'm getting a beer.
Oh, yeah, you go do that. I got some of these beers. If you want some cowboy cold tall boys.
You want these gold bitches?
I don't know what to do with my. I've never drank a beer that's gold.
Well, the beer's not gold. Well, it probably is kind of
It's
golden.
gold. No, yeah. That was a dumb thing. That was a stupid mouth. That was dumb. The beard gold. I am El Dorado. I'm Cortez. Looking for the lost city of gold.
Found it in the bottom of a can of Miller Lite.
So there's this guy. He's on Rogan's podcast today. I said I wasn't talking about conspiracy theories. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I just really like this guy a lot. I've been kind of keeping up with him for a while. Luke Caverns,
Okay.
Texas boy, and he is a young archaeologist making cool discoveries, and he's went to like all these different places, Mexico. I don't think he's ever been to Egypt, but he talks about Egypt. He's like Jimmy Corsetti
Okay.
kind of shit. And he was talking about the Americas, all the shit that we haven't discovered here. Like Egypt, we know there's pyramids. We know there's fucking ruins that are ancient. We know about Peru, Machu Picchu. It's on a fucking mountaintop. Not much vegetation grows up there.
Right.
But he works with the dudes that do all the cool LiDAR on the Amazon rainforest. And like the second season of...
It still blows my mind that that's a whole fucking garden.
Right.
None of that's natural.
Right. So like what was said was like Rogan said, like if you give, like I've thought about this and like everyone probably will think about this. Like right now we think life is good because life is easy. Like we have the availability to go get food.
Everything's at our disposal.
Everything is a fucking click away now.
Yeah.
And
They'll bring it to you.
they'll bring it to you. But like Rogan was saying, like we're one catastrophic event away from being back into the Stone Age.
Yeah.
There's not a fucking soul alive that can build this shit from scratch again. Like all the information, all the technology, all our information right now is like going to the hard drive.
Yeah, it's all based on technology.
Right. And like,
That has to have electricity to work.
fuck yeah. If something was to happen that knocked our power grid off for 6 months, we are absolutely fucked.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucked.
You would reset society.
That's what I'm saying. And he was like, he's like, that's what I think happened. And it's happened more than once. Like, we do know there was a great flood. It's biblical. Every civilization talks
Well,
about
we
it.
talked about that a little bit last week. It was I can't remember the guy's name. He was on American Alchemist and he was talking about it. And he's like, yeah, if you took society as we are right now
Right,
and had some major catastrophe
right.
that reset where we are, 5,000 years from now, future archaeologists would be digging up stuff and be like,
Well, like in the Texas,
this doesn't make
the
sense.
Texas, they dig up these like giant signs with a beaver and think we worship it.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
Like-
this cannon for?
yeah,
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? It's wild to me. Is like the people that are like supposed to be in charge of all this, like they don't entertain anything,
No.
and it's so stupid.
Well, they
Like how can like you and I, we're just fucking blue collar guys. We like to drink and talk shit.
Yeah.
But like if you we've read the information, we know what facts look like. Like we read this shit and we're like, yeah, no, not fucking primitive people didn't do this.
No, and it's like, it's this arrogance. It's this like technological arrogance that we have. Like, oh, there had to be, this is just we don't understand it, or there was something else there. Or like,
Right.
oh no, like we know how to do this, so they knew how to do this too.
Well, see, this Luke guy, he is saying like in America, North America, right? Like in Florida, Louisiana, things like that. There's structures that are like deep into the woods.
Mhm.
And he's like, we need to investigate. He's like there's shit here, right here at home. Like, it's easy to listen to shit about Egypt. Like, well, if I was there, I'd fucking dig holes and
Yeah.
put this, that, and the other. But like, there's shit here in America's that like needs to be looked
And
at.
I think it's different because in Egypt it's a desert mostly,
Yeah,
so it's easy to see everything.
right.
But especially the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, Tennessee, Ohio Valley, so like everything's so covered with trees and vegetation.
It's
Covered up. It's just like fucking rainforest. Mexico is the same way. Everything like it's just all in the jungle.
right.
Um,
I think there's like remnants of so many different things like we have never seen.
you look at
before.
like the burial mounds that
Yep.
are all around this area.
Caddo Mounds.
Yeah.
That's fucking what, an hour from us?
Maybe, yeah, but that's all over like the southeastern United States.
Like nobody's decided to dig anything
Yeah.
or look into it.
well, you can't you don't see it unless you have like a 30,000
The LiDAR
foot
is
view.
fucking opened up.
Yeah.
Like in like South America, Brazil area, they have these like geometric dig out signs. And they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Perfect circles, squares, triangles, things like that. And there's roads going all
There's
over
a
the.
bunch of that shit in like Ohio.
Yes, the Ohio
bunch.
has a snake,
Yes, and the bear.
the bear and the serpent,
Yep.
which is crazy. That like, I didn't know that until I watched that Graham Hancock stuff. Graham Hancock, goddamn,
He's
protect
not-
that man at all costs.
Yeah.
We've said that. Like,
He's pissing a lot of people off, and I love it. But there are people that are finally starting to listen and be like, oh, yeah, there's way too much evidence to just dismiss this as.
well, the fucking home dude
Coincidence or
that went
whatever.
on Rogan, the way he acted on that podcast, he was smoking a cigar. And he's like, no, you have to read my book.
It's a big bald dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an Egyptian guy, and like there was a little bit of a language barrier that they had a hard time with, but most of the shit, he was super arrogant, and he acted like he had all the answers, but he wasn't explaining anything.
Yeah. Read my book.
Read my book. It's in my book. And then you got guys that have read that book, and they look into it, and they're like, I've read your book. You don't even entertain anything.
Right.
You're looking at things that like have been dug up since the 1800s.
Speaking of things that have been dug up, Ghibli Tepe.
Yeah.
We talked about that a bunch of times, right?
Right.
Olive trees, whatever.
Yeah, Jimmy Corsetti's the reason why Turkey is getting rid of the olive trees.
Guess who owns Ghibli Tepe?
Osama bin Laden.
The World Economic Fund.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. They own the site.
Huh.
They're the ones that made everybody stop digging.
Well, that's over with.
I
now.
know.
Jimmy Corsetti had enough pull with his YouTube channel. People like messaging motherfuckers every day, being
Well,
like,
I think that the local government stepped in and claimed basically eminent domain.
"Yeah,
It was like, no, this is the historical site. You can't own
Yeah.
this anymore. This is ours.
good."
Yeah.
Why would they have any? So, like, the conspiracist that I claim to be, I feel like there is a group of people that know the knowledge.
Yeah, it's the Vatican.
Yep. That's what the more I look into the Vatican, the more I realize there's like psycho shit.
I gotta check on my kid.
Yeah, go do that. I'll just make
He's screaming at me.
I'll make burp noises. For people on YouTube. Number 42. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, I'm going to take this time to let y'all know about a Mexican food restaurant in Longview, Texas. It's called Key Mexicana. It's at Greenside Beverage. And it is probably the most like I take Mexican food very seriously. I think that needs to be established. You need to understand, like, when I eat Mexican food, I'm coming from a place of culture. Like I love everything Mexican food. They have some of the best Mexican food I've ever put in my dumb mouth hole. And I need y'all to go check them out. If you live in the Longview area, please go to Greenside Beverage Company and eat the Mexicana, Key Mexicana Mexican food. It's the best you ever had. I'm just plugging Key Mexicana.
Key, Mexico.
I'm obsessed with them. They put pine nuts in their guacamole.
Oh,
and
that's
it-
good.
and
That's
it's-
the best guacamole, or the best hummus has pine nuts in it. So
No.
I can imagine in guacamole it'd be even
Everything everything I've ate there has been like some of the best I've ever had. There it is again. It never ends. It just always sends me things.
better. At least she's talking to you. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but
She's
yeah.
probably watching live, I guess. I don't know. So, what were we talking about?
The Vatican and why they
So-
own everything.
Have you seen? I think I talked about it a little bit last week. If you look at the ancient Philistine like religion that they worship was the Dogon
Yeah.
god, which is like this half fish god.
Yeah.
Then you look at the Pope's hat and it looks like a fish's
hat,
head.
Yep.
And it's like a lot of people are
And then
like,
the Christianity symbol is the
Fish.
The fish.
and like there's a lot of people are like, whatever they're doing is not.
Go away, child.
Go doo doo.
I don't eat it.
Oh, then go play in doo doo water.
Go.
No,
Go.
But like
stay here.
the Vatican has been like their library for sure.
So there was a dude, I think it was late 80s, early 90s, maybe late 90s, got to go into the uncontrolled, or the part of the, because people, you can go to the Vatican City and you can go into the Vatican Library.
Yeah.
But there are certain parts that
You can't-
nobody's allowed in.
Right.
He
That's
got
what.
to go into some of these,
Yeah.
but he couldn't take a camera. He couldn't take pictures. Like there was like he
But,
had
like-
he had a notebook and a pen. So he goes in there and starts like sketching stuff out that he's seeing. Have you heard this before?
No.
And he's like, there are entire sections on extraterrestrial life,
I heard it on my tablet.
technology that nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
And there's pictures.
Right.
Like,
I watched it on my
Okay,
tablet.
please go.
So
Be
like
quiet. But like he's sketching out like basically unseen UFOs and all kinds of like
well you
wild
know like the last pope was saying like we'll have to develop a relationship with UFOs. Like they were doing like the pre-work.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
So new Pope, Pope Peter,
American Pope,
American Pope,
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Denial.
Dude that
Get
just
out
took
of here.
over the World Economic Foundation,
He
Peter. The guy that was over it before him resigned the
The-
week before the Pope died.
he died. No, he resigned the day
the
the
day
Pope.
the Pope died.
Yeah,
and
and
then like
then Peter got him,
yeah,
and like that one weird conspiracy theory, like the next Pope, at the end of
his
the
name
world,
wasn't Paul, so it was okay.
was Peter.
Yeah, but the conspiracy was if his name is any variation of Paul,
Oh, I thought it was Peter.
nah, it's Paul.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's
The
close.
world's never going to end, guys.
We'll
What
get
does that
in
say?
tomorrow, who
What's your
knows?
favorite Mexican food? Please don't say chorizo.
Burrito tacos.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking right on the money. That would
My
be.
favorite is
I like elote. I like, but I like really like sketchy street
Can I
elote.
see what mine is?
What is yours?
Hot dogs.
Cheese and meat tacos.
Okay, that's perfect.
Please scoot.
The Vatican shit, like I never looked into it my entire life.
No.
Didn't give a fuck.
Well, it was not on anybody's radar.
No.
Well, I'm sure it was on normal people.
I tell you, like
no.
a couple of weeks ago, you kind of triggered it for me. Was like that we took 1,000 years and like nothing happened.
Mhm.
The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
And then you look at the same time, that's when Rome fell, and then everything else was built up in like. If you was to say like, hey, we're just going to pretend 1,000 years have passed. Let's just say that happened. 1,000 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
I've only been around for 36 of this much, and I don't want to do any more of it. I'm good.
Yeah, multiply that by like 95.
Yes. The fucking thing, like, it's wild to me, is like the Roman Empire had their nasty claws in so much shit.
The whole world,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes. You look at Mark Antony, Cleopatra things, like there was Roman influence in Egypt.
Yep.
That fucking stat. Cleopatra was closer to the invention of the iPhone than when the pyramids were built.
Yeah.
The original idea when the, not like,
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah, it's nuts.
floored me,
It's
dude.
nuts.
It's further than that now, in my mind. I think the pyramids have been there for fucking,
Which makes it even worse.
yeah.
Because she was like Egyptian royalty.
Well, fuck. We think of America. We've been around for almost 250 years. Getting close.
Yep.
This is 250. 75 was 200.
1776.
76.
Next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Next year will be 250.
We've been a country for 250 years. Like, that's a good stretch.
It's a chunk.
It ain't shit.
1,000 years.
It ain't shit to Greece, Rome,
Yeah.
anything.
So like you okay, say, all right, cool. So you block out 1,000 years, make it disappear.
Yeah.
The entire existence of America is a quarter of that.
So where my mindset is on a lot of shit is like, I think, God, shoot me if I'm wrong and being sounding crazy. Like, I get it. Like, I don't give a fuck. I think there has been civilizations over and over again that have been very, very, very high technology wise.
And then some shit happens, you get reset, you start over.
Either some shit happens or someone says, no, y'all have too much power. Like, the fucking Tartarian shit I've been looking into, like, it is.
That's that's one of the, like the fringe theories.
It's so fringe and it's so weird, but like,
There's enough stuff there where you can build a story around it.
So my little blue collar builder heart, my craftsmanship little thing. So there's a church in Springfield, Missouri, that was built in like 1880 something, and it's this like massive church, elaborately built, beautiful everything, big spires to the sky.
Yeah.
And they said they built this church for 22 members. The fuck? Why would you do that?
Were they the Rockefellers?
No.
That's the weird thing too, is like it always ends up going back to like if you go back in history and you go back in like I don't want to say ancient architecture, but like in America specifically. In Europe it's different. The building styles were wildly ornate, always have been, always will be.
Yeah.
But if you go back in the history of America and you look at these old buildings, the most intricately built, intricately designed, it's always a church.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, that's because the architects were Europeans that came to America." No,
No.
that one was built by John J. Ross from New York City.
Yeah.
Who's
So-
the closest immigrant to him is his great grandfather.
So this is my bassackards looking into it.
This doesn't make sense. Why it's always churches?
So, from my understanding, from what they're saying, the Tartarians were a civilization that had a technology that used frequencies. And they were able to use bells. What?
Have you seen the new? Okay.
So, like, but they're saying, like, these giant spires were like transmission things with
I heard
frequencies.
Africa had ginormous spiders.
Get out of here. So, like, they're saying, like, these buildings are built in a certain way, and they were, like, transistor, like, transmission, like,
Yeah.
it sends out whatever you need.
We're talking about lifting giant heavy rocks, right?
Yeah.
There's a new thing now that's out. They've already
It's the dude Murphy, not Murphy, There's one guy that's built something.
Well, they have these little. It's still in test phases, but they've already proven it
Works.
theoretically.
Yeah.
And it's like the size of these beer cans, right? And they're
If they need
are
beer cans, I'm there.
resonance generators.
Yeah.
And they can put rocks in it
Yeah.
or whatever,
Right.
and it'll make it float.
Right.
They can cut stone with it.
Right.
They can melt metal with it.
Right.
They can
like friction.
It's the resonant frequency of the thing. They just have to dial the numbers in right, and it'll do whatever you want it to do.
Just as what I know as a musician.
Yeah.
You hit a certain note with your amp.
Mm-hmm.
That frequency makes you want to shit your pants.
Oh yeah.
Like it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
So like if you can put that on a fucking level.
And these are very small scale deals, right? They're using
Right.
like pebbles and like little pieces of iron. But,
Right.
Like, they can make it do whatever they want.
I have to piss.
Yes, go piss.
And I'll come back and I'll tell you some things. I'm gonna pee.
And I get it. I mean, like everything has a vibrational frequency. That's just the way atoms work.
Yep.
That's science. What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
Do you
gonna sit down and talk?
believe in life after love?
This is my kid. Say hi to YouTube. You having fun? What did you do at summer camp today?
I really don't think I'm strong enough, no.
5 minutes out of his case because we, no, 10 minutes because we couldn't stop talking
Yeah,
in the bathroom.
that makes sense.
And
I don't know if I've ever heard you not talk unless you were asleep.
in the morning, we actually do Kid Cave.
Yeah.
But after Kid Cave, we have to go to the bathroom, then come and get breakfast.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you later. Scoot. Scoot. Yes.
Can I sit there?
I'm gonna catch
You
your
can
hair
go
on
away.
fire. Get out of here.
Nope. Nope. Go. Out. Go. I love you. Go.
I want to stay
Bye, buddy.
You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
This isn't kid friendly.
Hey, you gotta go. Seriously.
Why?
Because I said so. Go. Take the dogs with you.
My dog.
So Randall Carlson, he's friends with a person that is been doing this like frequency technology, and he's able to run like generators
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Make like Tom and Cruise.
Seriously? Go. Now.
Oh, I'm staying with the dog.
Look at me.
Can they see me?
Go now.
I want to stay with the dog. Dad, can they see
Yes. Go away.
me? No,
Bye. I'm gonna take your iPad away.
Wow.
Go.
Hey, buddy. Come on. For real. Yeah. Whatever you need to do, get out of here. But like
McCade. Go.
that's the whole thing with this civilization that they took away from us. If you look at old maps, which is like south of Russia, north of China,
Yeah.
like ancient Mongolia, eastern steppe places, there's like West Tartarian, East Tartarian. I've never heard the fucking word Tartarian my entire life.
Right.
But it's like the more we look into stuff, the more it's just wild. There's an article that someone printed off in like 1782, and it talks about there's ruins here in America that we've taken for our own,
Yeah.
like buildings,
Not ours.
not ours.
Yeah.
It's just it's a nutty thing. Like I don't know what's real and what's not. Like the thing like with AI and stuff, like I don't.
It's hard. It makes everything.
It makes
harder.
everything impossible.
Yeah.
The new Google VO3 AI stuff. There's no. Hey, get that out of here, bud.
Go.
There's no. Like it takes like old memes and makes it a video.
Have you seen the commercial they made completely with AI?
Yeah.
And like the people are AI, the word, like the soundtrack is AI. And it looks like somebody's filming a commercial and
Yeah.
interviewing people.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Like, there's one theory that we have, like, we are like this weird, we're the caterpillar.
Okay.
And we've lived our entire life eating these leaves just to make this.
Yeah.
Now.
We built a cocoon and now here
There's
we
a guy, I can't think of his name, and I've heard it a couple of times. Like, we are the sex organs for the robot.
We're just here to reproduce.
We're just here to fucking figure it out for you.
Huh.
I don't know. It's like the whole thing. Like, like the Vatican. I think they don't want us to know how far back things.
There's a
go.
lot of gatekeeping going on.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's self-preservation,
Yeah.
I think, is what it boils down to.
Yeah.
It's like the collapse of their entire
Well, like one guy,
guys.
one guy said he was like,
It's GUISE, not GUIS.
yeah. There's one guy. I suck at names and remembering shit. I watch so many fucking videos.
Yeah,
and
it's hard. It's hard to keep up.
But he was basically saying like the powers they be. They don't give you the information you need to succeed. Right?
Right.
So the information that we do have, which is, this is me talking about the Bible. They printed this Bible off and gave it to everybody.
Took a bunch of books out of it.
First off, they took a lot of books out of it. The Book of Enoch is wild.
Yeah.
The Book of Enoch is all you need to know about UFOs. It's all over the fucking place. That wasn't in my Bible as I was growing up.
No, it's not in anybody's.
But if you look at the Bible and you look at like the true message of the Bible, it's be a kind person, be subservient,
Pay your taxes.
pay your taxes, don't kill. Like all these things that we have like kind of put in our fucking pocket that like, oh yeah, that's what it means to be a good person.
Yeah.
But if you look at it in the mindset of like, how do you control a lot of people? Dude.
Yeah.
It's basically saying like, keep your fucking words to yourself. Don't act out.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Be a sheep.
Be a sheep.
Let us-
We're literally
Let us,
part of
let us shepherds guide you.
the great shepherd says, "Be the flock." Like it's just so much.
10 of 10 would flock.
Yeah. It's literally a book to tell you like don't fucking act out.
And I'm totally behind the be a good person thing. Like,
I am too. No, that's a great thing.
about where,
The teachings of Jesus
yeah,
are great.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Yeah.
And I like to
I
think
kind of feel like he was a rebel.
he would be absolutely.
We haven't had it, Dad. But Dad, we haven't had it.
He would be absolutely made.
He'd be woke.
He'd be so woke.
The people that,
I mean,
so this fucking religious right that's in charge right now would crucify him again
yeah,
in a heartbeat.
yeah. He was all about going to the slums with the hookers.
Yeah.
With the fucking
Yeah.
the downtrodden.
That's the wildest thing, though. Is like these people that are clinging so hard to religion.
John Prine has a couple of songs like "Your American Flag Decal Won't Get You into Heaven." That's one of his songs.
Yeah.
And it's like basically like y'all are fucking using this shit for your own greatness.
You don't understand it.
The fact, like right now, there's a lot of like neoconservative Christians, and they think that God doesn't want whatever. If you look at Jesus' teachings, and like I'm not getting religious or political, but that's where we're at right now. I'm so sorry. My
It's fine.
bad. I'm so sorry.
Turn it off. Don't care. We're
Fuck
gonna talk
off.
about it.
Yeah. if we went through the teachings of Jesus, which you claim to be your savior, you claim that he had all the answers. He is the way, the truth, and no one gets to the Father except through him.
You're fucking up, pal.
You're the worst person.
Yeah, you're doing all the opposite.
Because I feel like if there was a Jesus now, today, every trans, every immigrant, homeless, Jesus would fucking be with them.
Yeah.
And loving them.
Yep.
And teaching them and whatever he needed to do. Because he was very...
His message was love.
His message was love, and he says everyone is a child of God.
Yeah.
And here we are just fucking spreading our butt cheeks and fucking farting on all of them.
Yep.
And that's a fucking shitty way to say it, but like...
That's true.
Like...
That's why we always end this thing with like, hey,
be kind, be nice,
nice.
do
Like,
something great.
if you do that sort of successfully,
Like I've said this,
you're going to be fine.
I've said this whole podcast, like there's something wrong with me. There's something, but like being kind and doing something nice for somebody, that's second nature. It has nothing to do with religion. That has nothing to do with anything.
Nope.
I just want to be nice.
Being a decent human.
If I have fucking $20 for my name, I will spend 10 of it to buy someone something to eat if I have to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Right.
Like, if I can be something nice for somebody,
Yeah.
I will. Because one day,
It's going to come back.
if I am going through the shit, I would hope someone would do the
Yeah.
same for me.
Absolutely.
Like, that's how I feel about everything. And like, I don't do this because like of Jesus or the Bible or whatever. I do it because like it feels the best.
Yeah.
It feels like that's
gives
what I'm
you-
supposed to do.
It gives you a fulfillment that you're not going to get any other way.
I'm gonna read this one.
All right. I think it's a good place to wrap it up because I got to pee again. And I don't know if we can handle another pee break.
You want to hear me pee in my butt?
Nope.
There's so much shit. Oh my god.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Hey,
Everybody be good to each other.
we love you guys. Remember that.
Please don't say chorizo. Big Daddy Mike.
Chorizo, Big Daddy Mike. Big Daddy Chorizo.
I want him to know that he didn't get up on me. I read the Met thing he wrote and I said it because I don't give a shit. So
Nice.
eat my asshole.
Bye.
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 He thinks he's clever. He thinks he's quick.
He's going the distance.
Da-na-da-na.